We've got kids who DM us, email us, always asking like, what's the routine for leather conditioning? How do I take care of my gloves? And like, I think it's good for these kids to hear like, how's Max Clark do it?
So like when I first get mine, I just condition them one time because I like mine to be like a little more like true leather, so they're not actually just fully conditioned. So when I first get them, I'll condition them, and then every single day, like I'll switch between like another pair of gloves. So down here, obviously with it being humid, like if you don't let them really dry out before you use them again, they just kind of constantly stay wet, and that's going to break down the leather, obviously. So for me, I use one pair one day and then rotate every other day. Like I play in Florida right now, and it's 100 degrees every single day with 80% humidity and never have an issue. So it's like when you can make a glove that works like that and stays, you know, compact and actually usable across 2 years and probably tens of thousands of swings, like that's next level. I love the quality. I'm all about quality. Like it's so unmatched.
Besides your colorway, what's your go-to outside of that?
Definitely the Baders. The hot pink and red, those are just unmatched. I mean, I wore those every game for my sophomore and junior year and on the summer circuit, and I still wear them to this day. So shout out Bader, because those are fire.
What do you think about the ability, you know, with the Creator Series and everything, to go ahead and, you know, design your own glove? Because obviously it's unique to anything anybody's really ever done.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm blessed to have the opportunity to design my own, but it's also really, really cool for younger kids to be able to wear, you know, maybe their role models' gloves. Like whether it's a guy who sports me, a little kid that sports me, or like if I was a kid and let's say like Derek Jeter had a glove with Bruce Bolt at the time, like I would have been buying 100 of those. Like that would have been the coolest thing ever. Bryce Harper had a deal with Bruce Bolt and they had a pair of gloves. Like you would have never seen me with another pair on. So like that ability to kind of connect with like younger kids or fans is also really cool in itself too.
Year 2, you're going to start spring training. You're going to be here. You're going to, you know, swinging away. You're trying to make the team. What's the mindset going into it?
I feel like the biggest thing for me, and like also the biggest takeaway from last year, was like I need to find myself again and be myself. And I kind of lost touch with like who I really was as a player. Like I was always gritty. I was always like 110%. And yes, I always had my effort and grit still. But there was just like that piece that was missing because maybe I was playing hesitant or maybe I was like playing to impress, like whatever it may have been. There was just a missing piece there that, you know, I kind of had to take a step back and like realize that and understand that in the off season. And this year it's just like play your game, be you. Like there's a reason that I was selected where I was. There's a reason that these people have belief in me. And there's also a great group of teammates, family, friends, support groups, staff, all the above. They're like here to help with that. I feel like I've matured mentally, which is awesome. And that's going to allow me to play a lot better on the field.
How have things been like, you know, with all the guys and like everyone you've been meeting obviously down in Single A, and how's that been?
Oh, it's been the best. I mean, this is the best clubhouse I've ever been a part of, right? And especially going from high school to pro ball, like it's a lot of differences, right? And a lot of different groups too, a lot of different groups of people. So as I like grew into it, most fun I've ever had. I say this often, and like a big quote of mine is like, I played the worst baseball I've ever played in my life, and I had the most fun playing it I ever have.
Yeah.
So like these guys, no matter whether they're hitting 400 like I was in the FCL or 150 in low A, like it doesn't matter. Like these guys were there. We all had each other's backs. We played playoff baseball. Like I've never experienced real playoff baseball, to be honest with you. So, I mean, like I was in center field just like smiling the whole time. Because it was also the first time that I played in front of like an almost packed kind of major league stadium because it was a spring training complex. So, I mean, it was pretty packed out too. Probably 5,000-6,000 fans. So, like, that was the first time I've had that experience too.
Yeah, no, I couldn't imagine playing in front of that many people.
So, like, it was sick. I loved it. And then we ended up winning that first game. And I had a guy, I think I went like 2 for 4 with a walk or something like that. And I had a good series. I kind of like found myself again in the playoffs, which was cool. Everybody played good baseball. Everybody played for fun. Everybody had a lot of fun. And the energy was just unmatched.